Hello and welcome, my silly yet sloppy slugs. Today we're going to show you guys a really easy Chimps strategy. It's just going to be that easy. The great thing about easy Chimp strategies is that they're easy to do, and anybody can pull them off, and all you got to do is kind of like build some towers, and things go pretty good. So what we're doing right now is we're playing a map that is, I would say, one of the harder beginnerish maps. It's got a lot of overlap of towers that can hit multiple spots at the same time, but you can use a lot of the primary monkeys. So we're going to be using an almost entirely primary monkey strategy to pull this all off, including one of the most special towers of them all, the primary mentoring or primary expertise village over here. If you can get that guy in a Chimps game, you know you're doing something right, guys. So how do we want to start this off? Well, you want to kind of just look at all your primary monkeys and decide what do you think is going to be the best tower for you, and what do you think is going to be the best long-term towers for you, because long-term is an important thing for us. And the one thing that I'm going to get that's kind of weird and not the norm is going to be a dart monkey like right about here, and we're going to get him up to a top path. Oh, what? Chris, you dirty doggy, we're going to get a Icicle? Heck yeah, we are. So a lot of people never start off with the Icicle. It's kind of a weird tower that normally doesn't work here, but in this situation, I think it's going to work fantastic, because what we want to do is we're going to end up eventually getting an Ultra Jug. We're going to go for a lot of cheaper 5th tier towers is what we're going to do. Pretty much pick out cheap 5th tier towers and just build them. Another really cheap yet good 5th tier tower is going to be, obviously, the Tack Shooter. You guys know this guy. He's one of the most used towers in the game by now, but he's still really, really, really good. So, use him. We're going to go for an even more tack spraying. And I like, personally, to go for the faster shooting on this guy when possible. Long-range attacks can be usable, but you're just, like, better off going for this guy. So just build some stuff here, and you're going to be golden for a long time. I'll be one of the first people to admit that one of the reasons why this strategy is pretty easy is because Sada is pretty awesome. She's a great hero. If you guys don't have her yet, make sure you get her. Get her real fast. She's going to be an awesome addition to your hero team right here. So now we're going to go for the Juggernaut. Now, the reason why the Juggernaut is so deliciously beastly here is because he goes through pretty much infinite Bloons. He's kind of in a weird spot, admittedly, seemingly in a weird spot here. But he still goes through so many Bloons, even kind of higher tier Bloons here, and goes through damaged layers that it's not that bad to even popping high layers like leads or zebras or things like that, where we can actually get a ton of damage out of this guy. But once we get that Ultra Jug, things are going to change into an even more drastic scale of ridiculousness, and I'm sure you guys are going to love it. Alright guys, here's basically the golden aspect of this strategy. Check this out, watch this, learn from my awesomeness. We're going to go for an Overdrive, we're going to go for a Jungle Drums and a Primary Training. That's going to make our Overdrive ridiculously powered up, but it's not powered up enough yet. We're going to also, in addition to that, go for an Alchemist. So we're going to try to put the Alchemist in range of everybody. We're going to put him closest to the Tack Shooter, alright? So that he is going to power up the Tack Shooter more likely than any of the other towers around us. Now for this Moab, it should go down so unbelievably breezy. It's going to be kind of ridiculous. But the one thing we are going to have to watch out for is Camo Bloons. Sada is currently our only cam detection, and she's good, don't get me wrong, but she is also not unstoppable. Alright, so what I want to do is I also want to get my village up to radar scanner when we get the chance to. Now this is kind of a weird strategy. I mean, we're relying on 4 towers right now to pop everything, and but the weird thing is they're actually doing a very, very good job. I mean, this is basically all the map that we're playing with right now, and we're still able to pop them all, which is pretty awesome. And now life becomes a waiting game. So you're going to notice that money from round 40 to round 50 is actually some of the most money that you're ever going to make in the entire history of the world. So if you have the time to save up for your lower tier 5th tier towers, I know that sounds weird, but like the cheaper 5th tier towers that like aren't usually as good as the other 5th tier towers, this is the time to make that happen, guys. Make sure you've got your village up to primary training with radar scanner, and then you can start to save up money so ridiculously fast, it's almost unreal. You could go for the stronger stam to kind of finish him off if you want to, but I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, so I'm going to wait it off, and I want to get my Ultra Jug real nice and fast here. Alright guys, here it is, Ultra Jug. I think around 50 we saw the first Moab actually sneak a few Bloons through here without using our abilities or anything, and that was the first Bloons that kind of left this area right here. Now that we've got this Ultra Jug though, things are not going to be automatically, like, going to be popped. I should mention that. The Ultra Jug, the great reason why I like to put him here is because when you put him on last, he's going to keep hitting the entrance as the Bloons walk in, and the explosion is just basically a giant explosion right where everything is happening. Now, on top of that, we can power up our towers. We can go for quick primary mentoring, and if we want to save up for it, we can go for a primary expertise right now, and that is just absolute insanity. Just to kind of see our strategy in action right now, this is round 60. BFB I mean, I don't want to say annihilated, but like that went pretty good. BFPs are one of the tougher Bloons in the game, and we've already got $14,000 saved up, guys. So let's keep it flowing. We could go for the tax zone, or we could go for the primary expertise. Honestly, in real life, I would say the tax zone's probably better. But for funness purposes, let's go for primary expertise just because I think it's a really cool tower to have in your game. All right, guys, it did take us quite a while to actually save up for this guy, but now we're going to have primary expertise for the rest of the game. Don't forget that primary expertise also allows you to buy other primary monkeys with a lot of extra free upgrades. So now that we have this guy, we're actually going to make other things be cheaper/freer. Nice. And I'm really just not afraid of Bloons at all at this point. Primary expertise is one of those weird towers that works really, really well sub 80. All right, later on in the game, it's not exactly as OP, but it's still really good against those super ceramics, which end up being a pretty big problem for a lot of people later on in the game. So at this point, now what we're going to do is we still want to get those cheaper 5th-tier towers. So we're going to go for the Tax Zone. I'm going to go for a Super Maelstrom. I might even go for a super, Glue Storm, and kind of just get as many things as we can possibly get on the screen as possible, because our primary expertise is going to be super awesome. So for a lot of people that don't know, 75 is usually one of the most difficult rounds up until round 8. It's like 75, 78 are kind of like tied for me. 76 can also be like a smidge difficult, but I just want to show you guys like how unbelievably orange sauce we are right now. This is a non-issue for us. We are just smoking these guys. Like, literally, they're turning it to smoke and dust, and I guess we're gonna somehow put them in a cigar wrapping and just take them down. I guess, maybe. That seems to be what's happening right here. And I don't feel good about it, but you know what? These Bloons, I'm sorry, man. I feel so bad that you're just like, you're born for one instant in life, and all of a sudden you just get blasted by a giant Juggernaut explosion right here. Your life sucked. I'm so sorry. You know, I feel like it's like one of those, like a baby bird, like falls out of the nest, like get ready to like fly for the first time, and all of a sudden eaten by a hawk. You know? It happens. It happens. It's so sad. That's how I feel right. I feel like a hawk right now, guys. I am the beefiest hawk that you could imagine, and my Ultra Jug is very hawk-like, as you can plainly tell. And we eat baby birds. It's a fact of nature. All right, here we go. The Tax Zone. So that's going to give us a ton of popping power. The only true weakness that we have right now is that we don't have a lot of DDT popping power. So we're going to have to watch that a little bit. But I don't think it'll be a big deal because we got 10 more rounds to think about what we're going to do about that. All right, boys, I've decided what I want to do. You know what? I want to get my Super Maelstrom eventually, but realistically, I don't really need him until like round 98 or something like that. But for now, what I want to do is I want to focus on something that pops some Bloons because, you know, I feel like we're pretty good against mobs with this Tax Zone, right? But also something that pops DDTs. And I thought that the best thing to go for was an Icicle Impale with Metal Freeze, though, which is not a tower that I normally get. I normally get Enhanced Freeze. But in this situation, that Metal Freeze will be important. We want to not only slow down the DDTs, but also actually hurt them. All right, that's the main difference. If you guys don't know, Metal Freeze allows you to, if you got a 0-2-5 Icicle Impale, you could still hit the DDTs if you have cam detection, you know, if you have like a radar scanner or something like that. But you don't hurt them. And that is quite terrible because a DDT doesn't have that much health. But it's so ridiculously fast that, like, you know, you gotta kill it real quick if you want to actually take them down. So it only takes a couple hits with this Icicle Impale with Metal Freeze to actually kill them. So you can just snipe it, and then the Bloons just get obliterated. And hopefully that'll be just enough for us to take these guys all down. Icicle Impale, another pretty cheap 5th-tier tower here, but don't forget we got a lot of free upgrades for this guy as well. Because of our delicious primary expertise. And it looks like, again, perfect timing for us, guys. We're going to get that Icicle Impale here, and what I want to do is I want to put him on instead of first, I want to put him on strong now. All right. Now, don't forget, we haven't used Asato's abilities at all so far, so we've been relying on just my towers to do everything, and I've been pretty good. All right, DDT's coming up in just a second here. Let's see what we can do against them. Let's see if our Icicle Impale is going to be as godlike as I anticipated while we get ready for our next delicious tower here. Build him like right about yonder. I'm going to go for a Maelstrom for now. Let's slow this down. Let's see how good we do. Oh boy. Oh boy. The DDTs didn't even like make it on the screen there, guys. That's exactly what you want to see, man. DDTs are usually a giant pain in your butt, but not today. Not with this strategy. We've got you guys covered here. DDTs will no longer ever be a problem for you ever again. So this strategy is going to work on just about any map where you've got one area where the Bloons kind of come in. It's going to work extra especially good on a map like this where you've got your ability to use your Ultra Juggernaut. And don't forget, Ultra Juggernaut might seem like one of those towers that, like, Chimps mode is not good for this guy, but he's really not doing a bad job at all. He's got almost 500,000 pops already, and he's obviously gaining them pretty quick over here. Pops Bloons pretty decently and doesn't do that bad of a job against mobs when you've got giant explosions happening all the freaking time, right? At least that's the way I think about it. One thing I should mention is that a lot of my towers are not currently getting alchemized. All right, another big set of DDTs there, just smoked as soon as they walk in here. Delicious. Let's keep this going in here and get that Super Maelstrom. All right. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, too much obliteration for me to even really say too much at this point. It's like, it's kind of sad, actually. Again, I'm a Hawk. I'm a freaking Hawk, boys. Here we go. We got a nice, delicious Super Maelstrom with even faster shooting at this point. If Bloons ever become an issue, like on round 98, we've got that guy ready to be used at any point. Next thing I want to do is I did say I wanted to get that blue, 5th tier glue down the middle here. What's he called? The Glue Storm. I'm going to get the Glue Storm because I want to be able to slow down any random Bloons that might want to sneak through our defense. All right, check this out. DDTs still coming through. No abilities being used right now. I should mention that. No abilities being used right now. This is just how it is. Oh, it's so good. All right, we're going to go for the stickier and stronger glue here because they're free. Just buy them. Why the heck not? And we're going to see if we can save up for that 5th tier glue there. Oh, my God, dude. 95 just got ridiculously... I don't know. I need to find a better adjective than smoked. But we literally did. We just smoked them. So good. Oh, so good. All right. One thing I want to do, though, is I do want to get more alchemists somehow. I don't even know where I want to put them, but I'm just going to throw in another alchemist after I get my glue here. Ooh, we got to put the glue strike first. We're still $11,000 off. We're going to get it. No problem. But it's not like we're going to get it right now. Ooh, our first Bloons are going to sneak through right here. Ooh. You know what? Let's use the Super Maelstrom, not because we need it, but because I feel bad not using him. You know, it's like he exists. His ability comes back so fast. I could just constantly use him and get him back by the time I need him again because I got this all this slowdown and everything. But I just feel almost like bad telling you guys not to use this guy just because we don't need him. You know, it's like it's a little bit overkill at this point. But yeah, let's super strop some crap. But we do have round 98 coming out right now, and that is one of the biggest Bloon rounds in the game. We'll be able to take these guys down, no problem. I'm going to say, heck yeah, should be no problem. We're going to use our abilities, man. We're going to use the Super Maelstroms as we see fit. We can even use our Glue Strikes if we want to, as we see fit. But it looks like, holy crap, we are too good. We killed everything too quickly here, guys. Wow. All right. Let's get a Glue Storm here. Now we've got this guy for round 99 if we need it, and round 100 if we need it. All right. Also, I said I wanted to use my Alchemist over here, so let's just throw in another random Alchemist and see if this guy will be helpful at all. Not sure at this point, but you know what? Why not, man? Another Super Scrum. We did not need it again. DDTs are killed within the first, like, 2 inches of the screen right here, guys. Ridiculous. All right, now against a bad balloon, I would suggest no matter how powerful you feel, just use your abilities, guys. Just press them buttons. You know, it's always good to do that. Icicle and Impale can only do so much against something like a bad balloon here, all right? So we're going to go for that Super Maelstrom right on top of that bad balloon right there. Doing tons of damage, but he's not dead yet. See what we can do here. Oh, he's going to come around against us. Hey there, buddy. Let's see if this guy can take him down. I'm really doing 200 damage per shot, but it is giving us time. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, so we're super strong on top of these guys. No problem. And then, oh, I kind of forgot. Like, I can use this guy all the time. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, guys. One big mistake I made today. You've got to get the top path glue, not the stronger glue, with your Glue Storm. Don't be an idiot like Chris. Don't be an idiot like Chris. All right, be smarter than that. Be much, much smarter than that. It's better against the Bloons to get the bottom path, but much, 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 much better against the Moabs to get the top path. So don't learn from Chris's mistakes, and don't do that. And, of course, enjoy this ridiculously easy strategy, guys. Have fun with it. Primary expertise with a bunch of primary monkeys is actually a godlike strategy. All right, this is seriously one of the best Chimps godlike strategies you could ever imagine in your entire life. If you guys enjoyed, press that like button. Of course, subscribe, and have a super duper delicious day.